everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are working on my Animal Crossing island Thistle, and I know you guys love this island so much, so I'm very excited to be doing another build on it today. Today we are building around the house area for our lovely Queen Muffy, who is literally on cue right there. She's like, hello, yep, that's me, walking up this incline. So yeah, we're building around her house area today. Now before we get started with the build though, I just want to quickly show you my map so you know where we are. So we are working on this bottom right corner here, which has many inclines attached to it, so we're going to be working those in today. And yeah, we're going to start with some path laying. While I am popping down some path, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Come and join the Jellybean family. I really appreciate everyone that does subscribe and takes the time to comment on my videos. Thank you so much. It means so much to read your lovely comments every day. Muffy is clearly going to be hanging around this area while we're building today because she wants to make sure we're doing her house good. Now for Muffy's yard, I'm just going to basically give her an overgrown sort of witchy yard, I guess. I won't be using the suspicious cauldron though, or items like that, because I feel like I'm going to save those for her house. There is a suspicious cauldron near this area anyway, and that could be considered hers. So we're going to be trying out using some different items today. Of course, we're going to be making it look overgrown with the wheat field and that, because it's just what I love to do, and it's perfect for this island. It's kind of what I've been doing everywhere on this island. I've used so many wheat fields, it's so crazy. Like, I couldn't even count them even if I wanted to. That's how many I've used so far, and I'm going to be using even more. Now the idea for the path that I'm currently laying is to make it not just one big block of dirt path, so that's why I've done that middle bit like that, and it's come out really nice. And I'm probably going to put a destination signpost in the middle there just to fill that section, because obviously I can't fit any flowers or weeds or anything in there, so it have to be an item. And now I'm going to go a walk around and place some trees around Muffy's area. Speaking of trees, I really love how the red trees look and the brown trees look in this season. I'm currently in maple leaf season, so this is like late November, and I'm just thinking about if I want to keep the grass this color. So I might time travel back a few weeks so that the grass is a little bit more greener and see how that looks, but I'm not too sure because I don't know if that will look better with the swamp codes and everything else, but then I don't want to lose the lovely brownness that's on the bushes and things like that. So I don't know, it's going to be something I think about. I've got a few weeks before I'm actually going to set a DA anyway, so I've got a few weeks to decide what sort of season I want it set in. Do you know what? What do you all think? What do you reckon? Do you reckon it would look better with the yellow grass like this, or do you reckon a more greener grass will go much nicer with everything that I'm doing? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. So you've seen this item before, but this is the giant vine item that is actually a DIY. We also have the decayed tree here, of course, and that is also a DIY item in case you didn't know. I've been using the decayed tree on both my islands. I'm just obsessed with using it right now. Now if you're new here, I actually have two islands. This is Thistle, which is my witchy swamp core island, and I have Pumpkaboo, which is more of my Halloween town island. I feel like they both give off completely different vibes, which is what I was going for. And the next two islands, yes, I'm going to be doing two again, are going to be also completely different, more so than these two, so super exciting. I think I've decided what themes I'm going to go for. Still not 100% sure on one of them at the moment, but one of them is a definite for doing. Yeah, but I'm excited to get to that point. There's still a few weeks before we actually get to that point though, because I do want to finish Pumpkaboo for Halloween, and Thistle is just to be finished at any point really, because it's not a Halloween island, it's more of just a spooky island. But yeah, I'm very excited to start new themes, as always, as I always am with everything. I feel like if we could just have as many islands as we like on one switch, I'd have so many different island themes, but none of them would ever get finished because I'd be constantly starting a new one because I'd want to try a new theme all the time. So yeah, it's kind of good that we can only have one at a time, I suppose. Now here we are placed in that destination signpost that I was talking about earlier, and I'm just surrounding it with wheat field items, of course, and I really like how it's come out. One day I'll have to challenge myself and try and make an island that doesn't use wheat field or leaf piles. It's gonna be so hard because I'm obsessed with both those items. If you've been here a long time, you know that, and if you're just getting here, then yeah, I'm obsessed with those items. I use them everywhere. Just amazing. They're like the elite tier item. Okay, let's just be honest, I'm never gonna make that challenge for myself because it's never gonna happen. I wouldn't be able to do it. Now over here, I've just placed down some of that mossy grass code that I've been using on my island, and I'm gonna put some more foresty, witchy things. So we've got the glowing moss shelves there. We've got a lovely mush table, which definitely is perfect outside Muffy's house. It carries on that spooky, witchy forest vibe that I'm going for this island. And we're gonna be adding some more items items around this section and some flowers, of course. By the way, I should mention that all the codes I'm using in today's video can be found in the description down below, so if there's anything you want to use on your island as well, you'll find it listed down there. I wanted to add another decay tree in this area, so I popped it behind this other tree here. You can just about see it through the gaps, so that's perfect. And now back over this side, I've decided to add a barrel, and we've got an old sewing machine, also got a spinning wheel. And I see you down there, Muffy, literally keeping an eye on what I'm doing with her house area. Don't worry, it's gonna look okay, I promise. It will suit your personality. Now, I don't feel like anything else screams more witchy than these wedding candles, so they're perfect. I'm gonna be using them in some more places around my island for sure to give that witchy vibe. And we've just added some books there as well and a succulent plant. Now, I wanted to add a glowing moss item somewhere, so I thought the glowing moss stool was perfect, and you can just see it peering over the top of the bush there, so I definitely like how that looked. And then back down in this section, we're just going to be laying some of that lovely green mossy code down again, and we're going to start decorating this area. So I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do with this section yet, so I've changed a few little things. As you'll see, I put down this bath, which I can't remember what it's called. It's something outdoor bath or something, I don't remember. And anyway, so I popped that item down for now, and it doesn't actually stay. I literally pick it up in a second, so you'll see me do that. I love using the mush items on this island, as you know, so the mush partition was a definite must, and it's customized in Strange. And there you go, I've just picked up that bath item, and I think the well looks so much better. I'm going to be placing some spooky lanterns around this area because I want the pumpkins to be around here, because obviously I love the pumpkins, and it is still autumn, so there would be pumpkins around. And then obviously the rest of the gaps we're going to kind of fill in with wheat fields and things like that, because you knew I'd be using wheat fields. Oh, and if you look to the left quickly, you can see that suspicious cauldron I was talking about earlier. Remember I said I didn't want to put one around this area because there already was one? Well, there it is. And here come the wheat field item right on schedule. Oh, and of course, how could I forget using the glowing moss? The glowing moss has been used quite a few times around this island. It adds like the magical vibe, but also feels quite swampy and spooky, so it's definitely perfect. And also more leaf piles were needed, so there we go, we added more. Now over in this section is quite a small area, so I want to keep it quite simple but make it look very pretty, because it is the bit where you're coming up the incline from the beach. So I thought, you know, flowers, glowing moss, bushes, and a lovely mush parasol, customized in the colour of Strange, of course, and not forgetting some wheat field. Also this space here, I didn't want to add another flower or wheat field or bush or anything because it would look a bit strange, so I decided to go for the mush log. And then we have this area to work on over here, which is to the left side of Muffy's house, but also near that land bridge that I built in my first ever video for Thistle. Now if you haven't seen that video, maybe go and check it out. It does show you my whole entrance build if you're interested, and yeah, it was quite a fun video. Now of course I want to fill in this little narrow section with some flowers and the glowing moss, and then I'm thinking here of maybe building like a little log chopping section. Of course I had to add this glowing moss boulder as well. It looks so good at nighttime, and I'm thinking about setting the DA at nighttime, so I don't know. Like I said, I still undecided. Like I said earlier, the time of day, time of year, all that sort of thing. I don't know yet, but I got weeks to decide, so it's okay. Now to add to the chopping area, we've actually chopped down a tree, and it looks really cute, this area does. And I had to add an axe and some chopped up wood just to make it obvious, you know. Now we do need to finish the area off down by the well, but we're just going to pop this glowing moss there quickly, and that little section's done. I think the last bit we have to work on is this area. So of course we've got glowing moss, and on this section I'm obviously going to be adding wheat because let's be honest, you knew I was going to. I put it in any space available that would look natural. I'm just obsessed. I say that every time. You're probably sick of hearing me say that. Also, we're going to be using some of the normal weeds. I can't wait for them to grow in and look really nice. At the moment, they're just like little bits of grass, so it doesn't really have the effect I wanted, but it's okay. When they grow in, they'll look much better. Then we're going to add a spooky stool over here and a mush stool as well, just to fill those little tiny bits there. And I want to add a rock here because I felt like something was just missing. So a rock was definitely perfect for this space. And now I believe we have finished today's build, and it is time to have a look around. So there we have it, we finished the little look around. I'm just going to carry on walking around the area. I thought I'd try something different for the outro, see how it goes. But yeah, that's today's build completed. I hope you all enjoyed it. I enjoyed building this area today and I can't wait to actually do Muffy's interior design and like the outside of her actual house building. I feel like that will make the whole area feel complete. Now if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Come and join the Jellybean family. Have a lovely day my friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!